Yo, 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 people. We're back again with the United Enigma and we're going in for the match at Craven Cottage versus Fulham. Is this the end for your manager? It's not my manager anymore. I'm asking, is this the end for your manager? So of course we need to get into the lineup. There's a lot to discuss. And don't for a second, people, just get in your head right now that Fulham are a team more than capable of beating us today. If we don't turn up and put in at least a 6 or 7 out of 10 performance, Fulham, they will beat us. They will beat us. Before we get into their lineup, as you can see scrolling down below, there's a few things we need to discuss about our lineup, what's going on tactically, and also what's going on overall in the club. What the hell is actually going on at the moment? So cool. We're going to look at the lineup first, of course, and the back four. The back four, outside of the fullbacks, you could argue, should Reguilon not be playing at left back for this game? Dalot stank the place out versus Newcastle. He was most definitely at fault for the goal versus Livramento, the goal created by Livramento. And even outside of the goal, he partook in helping us concede. Outside of that, he was poor. Didn't create much going forward. On the left-hand side, they were able to get cross after cross after cross in. Just imagine someone of the quality of Trippier was putting in those balls, and Joe Linton was farming, feasting off of those crosses. Luckily, there was a lack of quality a bit from the left-hand side because Almiron can't really cross, and Lewis Hall was very much finding himself inverting a lot of the time. But let's push past that. Look at the centre-backs we're playing today. We've got big Champions League Varane is on the bench for Evans. When this guy came in, it was supposed to be merely a stopgap, last gasp addition to the side in the event that something really dodgy was going on, and for whatever reason we needed to play an auxiliary centre back, someone to just come in and just plug a hole when there's a raft of injuries. The one position we haven't really had injuries in as much this season is the centre back position. Maguire's been fit most of the time, sadly or happily. Lindelof has been fit most of the time. Evans hasn't picked up an injury. Varane has been fit for a while now. Lisandro Martinez, of course, his injury is long term, but let's put that to one side for a second now. But Johnny Evans is starting over Varane, who partnered Lisandro Martinez in a centre-back partnership that led us to be one of the best defensive records last year. Multiple Champions Leagues, a World Cup. This is the guy who's been benched for someone who literally just got relegated last season with Leicester. We're playing Leicester City's midfield from about centre-back partnership from 4 or 5 years ago consistently over a Champions League winner. Ten Hag, can you please answer that? I want questions asked by the media to this guy, or those United fans who somehow find their way into the press conferences. I want them asking Ten Hag that question. Why the flip is this guy not starting Rafael Varane? AWB, I'm okay with his inclusion because at the end of the day, he's coming up against Willian, who will go over their lineup, of course, and Willian is a good player. As much as, of course, he's not the Willian from Chelsea days. Well, he was inconsistent back then, but I'm talking about the Willian who, when he's on form, he's actually a threat. We've even seen in his older age now, he still is a threat. He's still got the Mr. Whippy in his back pocket. Cut in, whips to the top corner. He's got a good cross on him as well. He can still provide some danger. So AWB as opposed to Dalot, who really and truly is hit and miss with his defensive work. Having AWB there to hopefully lock Willian up is a great thing. This midfield. So if I just briefly give you a look at this midfield of Fulham. Palhinha, Wilson, Pereira. Pereira, as much as, we used to clown him as being the preseason Pirlo back in his days at Man United, he is far removed in terms of actual quality. So in fact, far superior to Bruno in terms of quality of current performances. Bruno right now is switching for Pereira, even though initially he came in to replace Pereira in our number 10 position. That's how bad Bruno Fernandes currently is playing, that I would actually pick Pereira over him, the preseason Pirlo. Palhinha, someone that was touted to be going to Bayern Munich for 70 million. He's the guy we're about to come up against, and of course, ex-Liverpool scum in Harry Wilson is also in that midfield, so he's going to be up for it for sure. Any opportunity for a Scouser to get one over at Man United, you think he's not going to try to take it? Of course he will. Palhinha though, he is going to run through our midfield time and time again. He's got the bite, he's got the energy, he can carry the ball. He's not the best in terms of creatively, but he can really give us a problem We already struggle with breaking down defenses, but now you give us one of the best CDMs in terms of tackling and interceptions in the league to come up against. How is Bruno Fernandes going to operate in that central area with Palhinha probably going to hunt him down the whole game? So then this is what I'm talking about, the bite that they've got in their midfield. They've got creativity, it's got a good, very good balance even. Whereas McTominay, inability to put tackle in, and when he does put tackle in, it's typically a foul or a shirt pull. Eriksen, inability to cover ground and tackle. So it's not even like he can run around at the very least, and his tackling technique is poor. He's got poor tackling technique, tackling ability, and he can't cover ground as well, cover spaces. Bruno Fernandes, he's an energy merchant. We all know he can run and run and run. But in terms of actually putting in a good tackle, retrieving the ball, winning back the ball, he cannot do either. Winning his duels, he's poor at. So we've got a midfield of players who are poor in the duel. Got some energy merchants in there, but where are the people who are actually going to be on the pitch winning the ball? Why is Amrabat on the bench? Why did you fiend over Amrabat the entirety of the summer just to now, when it's an opportunity to play him, he's benched? Make that make sense to me. Why is he on the bench? Yes, you could argue his form wasn't the best, but clearly you've spent 60 million on Mason Mount. You're starting McTominay and Eriksen over him. Even though these were your bigger money, this was your big money signing. Eriksen I can understand because he's actually done something in a United shirt. But McTominay, he's crap. Why is he there? He's not a proper midfielder. He's not a midfielder. Everyone knows this by now that the worst you'll ever see from McTominay is when you put him in that midfield in a double pivot like his McFred days. He's decent when he's allowed a bit of a free roll to make runs into the box. Third man runs. He's a third man merchant. That's what he is. So why is he being put in this midfield over Amrabat and Mason Mount, your signings who are meant to fit your system? But now I'm talking about system. He already admitted that he's not really planning on implementing a system that he's used before, so he's probably just winging it. Makes sense that he would sign players just to not play them. That's £60 million and a ton of other resources used on 2 players just to not play them over some guy you were literally planning on selling. Tells you all you need to know. Garnacho, of course, he's starting because of Rashford's injury problems. You could argue that Garnacho should be starting over him anyway. I would argue that, however, if you had watched the Newcastle game, you could see that, Garnacho and Rashford is pick your poison at the moment. They are both tragic. At the moment. So like I said, it's pick your poison. The lesser of 2 evils. And I'd say just because of the fact that Rashford actually had more minutes than Garnacho, I'd say just let the kid play. Because at the end of the day, they're both going to be crap. Just let the guy who hasn't played as much play. At this point, I mean, the injury from Rashford, hopefully Garnacho can take this opportunity to, even if he puts in a 6 out of 10 performance a day, it's still better than what Rashford's done for the past few weeks. I don't think I haven't given him anywhere near a 6 for weeks in my player ratings. So Garnacho, just do the bare minimum at the moment and you have that left wing position wrapped up. Anthony, the less said about this guy, the better. Guy stinking the place out week after week after week after week, game after game after game after game, stinking the place out. Cannot shoot, cannot cross, cannot pass, cannot dribble, cannot beat a man, cannot... Bro. It takes a longer time for me to tell people what he can't do than what he can do. That's all you need to know. Højlund, the invisible man. The guy's going to be left out there on an island because just getting nothing. Absolutely nothing. All he's going to do is run around, battling people 1v1. He's going to have no opportunities, no chances created for him. When was the last time you saw an opportunity for Højlund, a cut back to the front post, a cut back to the central area, a cut back to the back post, where he's given an opportunity to have a tap him like Haaland feasts at Man City? Where are the crosses in the area? How well do we actually know Højlund's aerial ability? What one good cross you guys remember of Højlund? I remember one, that's the one against Bayern Munich, where you could argue maybe could have done a bit better. But other than that, what other opportunity has Højlund had to really go out there and get a goal in the air? He gets nothing created for him at all. I don't even understand what the plan is. He barely gets any touches of the ball, doesn't get anything in the box. Like, he's just going to be out here drowning another match, and he's going the route of 007 in the Premier League. 7 games, no goals, no assists, and it's actually not even his fault. That's the worst part of it. If it was his fault, he wasn't getting goals and assists, Højlund, you could argue that you could argue that, you know what, it's the system around him and Højlund needs to improve his form. But the fact that I can't even clown Højlund on the fact that he hasn't scored goals and assists, that tells you all you need to know. It means that he doesn't even get the chance to. He doesn't even get invited to the party to allow the girl to say, I'm not interested. Guy doesn't even get in the door. That is currently his situation. He gets absolutely no opportunity to create chances or score goals, and it's very sad to see. In terms of the major threats from this team, Fulham is going to be very easy to say. Anyone who can basically carry the ball and is decent at any sort of wing play is going to be a problem for us. Pereira is a decent ball carrier. He's got good line breaking passes. Willian, even at his age, and Iwobi can both carry the ball with some power, decent amount of wing play, can put cutbacks into the box, and we already know how bad we are from cutbacks, so let's keep that a buck. We've seen how bad, of course, the inclusion of AWB allows us to have a bit more control of Willian than we would see from Dalot, but it's still a problem. Robertson, Timothy Castagna, he was at Leicester. At a time, he was very much touted as being a good level right back in the Premier League. A lot of people were actually interested in him in the top 6 teams. But another problem, he plays as a right back position. If they push him up the field at any times, getting overlaps and underlaps on Dalot's side, it's a problem. It is a problem. So we just need to be worried about Palhinha in that midfield, breaking up play, distributing it. Yes, he's not the best distributor, but as long as he can do the minimum, give it to Palhinha, give it to Wilson, give it to Pereira, the people that can ball play a little bit better. Iwobi and Willian, powerful ball carriers in terms of Iwobi, and a more technical ball carrier in Willian. Set piece specialist in Willian. These are the kind of threats I'm talking about. Pereira. Need to be very much worried. They've got a decent goalkeeper in net as well, which means that we're going to actually have to probably create some decent chances and strike the ball quite well to get it in. He's not the best keeper in the league, but he's very competent. So we're going to have to make sure that when we're going for goal, we're going for it with conviction, or else we probably won't be scoring. Kickoff's about to start, like I always say, people. Sync up with me and let's get it going. Pop your score predictions in the chat, people, as well. Let me know what you guys are saying for this match. I'm just gonna go for a 2-1 win for Man United. When someone predicts 2-1, it just shows you the lack of confidence. It's like, yeah, I hope we, I feel like they're gonna score, but then I don't want to say we're gonna lose, so I'm gonna just go with a 2-1. That's all I can say at the moment, but it is what it is, man. All right, people, match is about to start. Just doing the Remembrance Day sort of, the Remembrance Day guard. Just make sure you're ready to sync up with me. I got a timer ready and going. Put your score predictions in the chat, though. I need to know what you guys are saying for this match. Like I said, I'm going 2-1. 2-1. Whenever someone predicts that, always keep in mind that it's because they're not confident at all in their team. Because I predict Fulham to score, but I want to predict Man United to win this game. So I'm going to go 2-1. Whether or not it will happen, that's left to be seen. But put your score predictions in the chat. Let me see what you guys are saying as well. We need a lot of performances from certain players today. We need some good performances, or else this match is going to be another loss again. Ten Hag needs to be worried. He needs to be worried about this game currently. There is a good chance that it's not looking good for him. If we get another negative result in this game, that would make it 9 losses in 16 games. 9 losses in 16. We're already going back about 93 years in terms of our current season so far, in terms of how bad the performance is, going back 93 years when we were this bad in the opening start of the campaign. So it could be going back to when we were literally our conception as a club if we continue like this. Anyway, the game's kicked off, and on the ball, going long again. Well, I can already see how the tactics is going to be. Going long into Højlund or McTominay already. lost the ball already to Fulham. What exactly was the point of bringing in Onana when at any chance he gets on the ball is to go long? Why was he brought in? I still don't understand this. Garnacho on the ball, into Eriksen into Garnacho. Maguire down, already injured. It's embarrassing, man. I see Varane in the training kit, warming up to get ready to come on potentially if Maguire has suffered some sort of looks like a head injury, looks like he's a bit disorientated. Imagine that. Varane on the bench, warming up potentially to take Maguire's position. That's how far things have fallen. Freaking embarrassing, man. Yeah, it looks like Varane may be coming on now. Yeah, it looks that way. No, man, I feel sorry for this guy, man. Varane's probably my favorite player at the club. So consistent, such a good player. Oh, literally, doesn't matter how long he's out for. Anytime he comes on, you can just see the class, oozes class, barely puts a foot wrong. Significantly better than all of our other centre-backs. And now this guy is on the bench over the likes of Maguire and Evans. My life, man. This man has just got blood on his hands. Blood on his hands. Bro, that's him just disrespecting my guy Varane. Honestly, he shouldn't even bother coming on for this game. Onana on the ball. Again, we're going to go long. Just shocking, man. They're not even... Thing is, Fulham aren't even a great... Oh, look at Maguire. Look at Evans just getting shoved to the ground by Muniz. This is crap, man. Freaking Evans, man. Zero balance. Old man. Donkey. Watch us get dominated in terms of possession by Fulham, you know. Okay, Pereira. Ugh. This Castagna. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, Dallo with a good challenge. Okay, Onana manages to gather. Dallo. Okay, McTominay. Garnacho. Dallo back on the ball now. AWB on the ball. Glad to see him back, to be fair. As much as, you know, He's probably not what we need. He's not what we need in that position. We could do better. I am happy to still see him back. Ugh, Højlund should be holding that up. Okay, nice. Poor ball from Palinha. Dalot just covers him. It would be nice to see Kobe Mainoo on at some point. There's no way this guy can't get some minutes in this match when you got the likes of McTominay and Eriksen in that midfield. There's no way Mainoo can't get any minutes. He has to be getting some minutes this game. I can only assume that something's happened between Varane and the manager, because it doesn't make sense. Previously, the minute Varane was back fit, he was straight back into starting lineup. Now, he's clearly fit enough to be on the bench, but he's not being started in games. He's not being getting played any minutes. There's excuses and random suggestions about him just perpetuating just all over the place. I don't understand the Varane situation at the moment. Anthony into ADBB. Maguire and Evans, there's no way we don't concede a goal this game. It's just not possible. I mean, we can them two together, or in fact, it was Lindelof and Maguire, that old combo from Ollie days. They conceded 3 versus Newcastle, so there's absolutely no reason as to why they're not going to concede at least 1 today. Look, Bruno, pad challenge. Got to be a yellow card. It's got to be a yellow card. Okay, set piece situation now for United. We've got people to aim at, I guess. There's Maguire, McTominay, Evans, there's Højlund in there. Got some decent people to aim at. Whether or not the quality of the set piece will be decent, I'd rather have Eriksen standing over this ball than Bruno. Bruno's set piece delivery has been poor recently. Nice, Eriksen. Good ball in, Maguire. Konacho. Oh! McToenails again, Man, like McToenails again, Yo. Okay. Hopefully now, guys, we just need a level, cool head from the players now. They just need to have a cool head right now. Because far too often, we score a goal and these guys let it slip soon after we concede. So these guys just need to maintain some composure. You've scored now. Keep it tight, keep it solid. Ride out the wave from Fulham, then try to get back in it. Nice ball across from Garnacho. It's actually a good set piece. Great deep ball to the back post. Nice cut back. And obviously it's a simple tap in from McToenails. But we'll have to see, of course, whether there was any opportunity to give it an offside or anything. Hopefully it was a good run from Garnacho. Hopefully it was a good run. Oh no, they're looking at it. Yeah, he's on. Yeah, he's on. He's 100% on. Yeah, Garnacho is very onside, I think. I believe the player at the back post was keeping him onside. Can't tell who that is though. Oh, the Muniz at the back post was keeping him onside. That has to be a goal. Leaning forward, Garnacho, yeah, it's got to be onside, I think. Yeah, he's onside. It's got to be. The shoulder of Muniz, I believe, is keeping Garnacho onside. Yeah. From this angle, it definitely looks onside to me because of Muniz. Garnacho having no shoulders is helping him out. Yo, Nicholas. How you doing, man? How you doing, man? They're checking on VAR, Man United right now. Yo, I'm telling you, there's a good chance this could be offside. But to me personally, I'm looking at the still frame. It looks onside to me. It was a decently worked goal. Nice ball to the back post. Good cut back and a tap in from McTominay. It was a decent goal. But we'll see. Oh, come on now. Oh, it's offside. Of course. Like I always say, when it rains, it pours in Manchester. It looks like it's been given offside. That does not look offside to me. Tragic, man. I think it's off. I think they've given it offside. Let me just wait. They're still checking it. They're taking a long while with this check, you know. Taking a good while. Let me just wait a second. I thought they gave it as offside though. What? Huh? Why is the referee going to the screen? What is the referee going to the screen to look at? Isn't VAR meant to be just a subjective decision? Onside or offside? Oh my God. So wait, VAR aren't able to tell whether it's onside or offside, so now they've told the on-pitch referee to go and have a look at it. Is this how far they've fallen? Why don't they just invest in the technology that was used in the World Cup and the Champions League, when it's based off of sensors and it's just instant and just get it done ASAP, instead of drawing lines? This is Pythagoras theorem. Get it done. So now they're making it, so now they're taking it out of their hands. They don't want to take responsibility for the decision. They're saying to the on-pitch referee to decide whether he believes it's a goal or not. So what's he going to do? Is he going to give the goal? It's typical. Wait, did he give it? Did he give it? He chalked it off. He chalked it off. I knew it. I knew it, man. This is Man United for you. The referee is then given the opportunity to give a subjective decision on something. And what happens? Of course, he leans the way of the opposition team. There was no foul in there, so I don't think it's anything to do with a foul. What exactly is the reason for chalking off that decision? I'm not sure. Yo, this is bullshit, man. This is garbage. We scored a goal and they took it off as offside. And you know what the mad thing is? It's a bookie offside. You know why? You know what they did? The VAR were looking at it with the lines. They were taking so long to look at it with the lines. I think they realized that they didn't actually have an answer to whether it was offside or not. They couldn't tell. So then they told the on-pitch referee to go to the VAR monitor and have a look to see whether he thought it was offside. Make it make sense. And of course, typically, whenever there's an opportunity to give a subjective decision in favour or against Manchester United, they'll always err on the side of giving it to the opposition team, not Man United. The referee was clearly called there because VAR couldn't make up their minds as to whether it was a goal or not. So they said to the ref, you go have a look now. And of course, when he's looking at it and he's thinking to himself, should I give it to Man United or should I give it to the other team? I can't really tell. So you know what? I'll just give it to Fulham. It's typical. I knew the minute he was asked to go there and there was subjectivity involved now, it would never go Man United's way. And that just is what it is. We're being crap this season, so we don't really deserve anything. But it just is what it is. It's testament to how things are going to be this year. We're not going to get anything. Great ball from Lana out to Bruno. Nice Bruno. Into McTominay. Move that forward. AWB on the ball now into Anthony. See what he does now. Decent from Anthony. Oh, not good enough. The touch wasn't. When it rains, it pours. And the thing about this club is, we can't, whenever we get hit with a sucker punch, like we just have done now, they tend to crumble. I don't want to see us conceding now within the next 5 to 10 minutes, because we are more than capable of doing that. More than capable. Just because things haven't gone our way, we can just go and concede now. Tragic. Nice. Anthony. Oh. No bite in the challenge. Evans just heads into no man's land. That's a foul. Oh my God, man. Guys are tragic. Just tragic footballers at my club, man. Okay. Trying to play out from the back. Fulham, who's going to get that? Evans, that foul? Didn't give it. That Castagna, nice from Ericsson. Yo, Ericsson actually tracked back, covered space, and beat his man. Oof. Well, that's rare. That is very rare. AWB. Oh, that was not a good pass. Nice from Anthony. McTominay. Nice. AWB. Carry that ball forward. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Just the lack of quality. Nice tackle, though. Wow, that tackle was crazy still. Oh, Højlund carries it. Okay, McTominay, hurry up, man. Bro, move that ball.
That's what's right there.
You see these guys, man, take too long to move the ball. Take way too long to move the ball. If you're going to make that pass anyway, then just do it when it opens up. Don't wait now for them to go back into shape and then you make the pass. Because now you have two people around Anthony. The guy can't even get past one, let alone two. Willian 1v1 versus Maguire. You don't want to see this. He skips past him. Yo. Oh my God. Wilson. Nice from Onana. Bro, honestly, what did I say it? What did I say? Anytime something goes against Manchester United, within 5 to 10 minutes, the opposition grow in confidence and they always look like they're going to score. Already had one dangerous attack. Willian dancing past our defenders. Good block in the end from Evans. And of course, you now have Wilson, then a save from Onana. It's just pathetic. Every single time something goes against us in the game, we look shell-shocked. Onana now on the ball. Let's see what he does here. Is he going to go long again? Probably will go long since the manager didn't come in to play Ajax footballs. Evans now on the ball into Dalot. Dalot into Bruno. Bruno with the dummy. Garnacho holds it up quite well. He's got to give that. Yo, Garnacho, sometimes his touches are dodgy, you know. But Tommy, can you get that? Oh, Alina on the ball now. Switches it now to... Oh, great pass. Is that Wilson? That should be Wilson, yeah. Iwobi. Poor from Iwobi, he is trash. McTominay into Eriksen. Eriksen bounces it. Bruno. Behind him. Come on. Garnacho. Eriksen on the ball now. Into Dalot. Dalot into Maguire. Or Evans even. Eriksen. Anthony. Man tries to do the Joga Bonito. Oh, then he gets skipped past afterwards. Fucking hell, mate. It's Robinson now. PMP merchant. Robinson digs out across to Muniz. Poor cross, really. Way too much high on that. You need to really try to whip that into his striker. It will be into... Willian into... I don't know what that guy was trying to do with that pass. It was a poor pass. Dalot on the ball into Onana. Now let's see. Are we planning to build up? Is he going to go long? You see, there's none of the midfielders really are showing for the ball. I mean, Maguire, Evans has stepped into the midfield area, but he's not going to get the ball there anyway. I don't really see what the plan is in terms of building out from the back. There is no plan, really. Just play the ball into Dalot now. Dalot's on the ball. Dalot into Eriksen. Eriksen back to Dalot. All the way back to Onana. We just can't play out from the back. We just can't. Onana tries to give it wide to Dalot, gives it to Eriksen. There's no patterns of play to help us play through the little bit of pressure from Fulham. Fulham aren't even a heavily pressing side, but we still can't play through them the minute they start to apply a little bit of pressure. They're not even a good pressing team. They're not Liverpool, they're not Man City, they're not Arsenal, they're not these guys. Even a Newcastle, maybe you could argue, are pretty decent. Maguire, long ball to who? No one. Bruno wins the... Okay, into McTominay. Poor touch from McTominay. Anthony. We'll see how this moves forward though. But right at this current moment, the only thing we create so far this game is that goal that was disallowed. I don't believe that should have been disallowed. I think that was a goal personally, looking at it with my own eye. Of course, typically the subjective decision was given away from our favour by the ref. But since then, what we created has been about what? 8 to 10 minutes since that little thing. Okay, Bruno on the ball now. That's not far. Get up. Maguire. Oh my God, Maguire. Yo, you do not give risky passes to Johnny Evans. The guy can't move. He's stiff. If you pass to Evans, it has to be directly to him because he can't move. Maguire now stepping out with the ball. He's got acres of space to move into. Into Evans. It's just so slow. They literally don't know what they're doing. You got Evans there calling for Onana to push forward and form like a back three. Ball from Onana forward, just off target. You see, what's the point, man? We brought in Onana, one of the best ball playing goalkeepers in the world. He's just going long every single time. We don't build out from the back. They don't know what they're doing. The fact that Evans is calling and beckoning, ushering Onana to come forward when we're building up from the back, it tells you that they don't know what they're doing. Onana thinks he should be here. Evans is saying, no, come up a bit, come up a bit. What's the point? What the hell are they doing, man? Ericsson, Garnacho, woof, God, that's a foul. Evans on the ball. Evans moves it forward. Definitely just going long ball. We haven't really tried to play Fulham, play through them even once this game. We're just going long either into the channels or into one of McTominay or Højlund. I just don't understand why we're doing this. If we were planning on continuing to play long ball football of some sort, why didn't we just keep Ollie? Ollie was far better at playing long ball football than this guy. Garnacho again can't dribble past his man. Honestly speaking, it's not good. Decent from Evans there, stopping the bounce pass. Ball from Palhinha forward into Willian. Willian's now got free space to roam. AWB's tracking him though. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Blocks the cross. Well done, Aaron. Blocks the cross. Wasn't really much support there for Willian, to be fair, but it was good defending from AWB, which we're used to seeing from him anyway. Hmm? What? Have to do what with it? Oh, okay, come. Is Jangi here? Where is Jangi gonna be?
The Atamagi's house.
I told you that we had a goal disallowed.
Yeah. So
I don't get how that's not a goal. There's no foul in there at all. It wasn't offside. Like, it wasn't offside as well. I literally saw it and it did not look offside to me at all. But the thing is though, since then, we haven't created anything anyway, so what do you even say? We have two wingers on both sides that are incapable of beating their opposition man. Nice from Ericsson. Højlund, can you get... Oh, McTominay even.
man, look the same thing.
I know. Pereira just... Yo, the lack of quality currently on display from actually both sides, it's just egregious. And you know the funny thing is as well, sometimes when you play certain caliber of opposition, they can almost bring you down to their level. And I'm telling you, Man United games tend to be really scrappy, really ugly, really hard to watch. Because we're such a bad footballing side, we actually make all other teams look bad as well because the quality of football is poor. Because they might do some decent passages of play, Fulham or another team we're playing against. But the minute Man United get the ball back, you see the most kamikaze football ever. Nuclear bomb football, that's what you see. So because of that, we just make the overall quality of any football match we're involved in look egregious. It looks crap, sinful football. Every single time. It's embarrassing, man. Look at that. Well, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? Evans just runs to the ball and hoofs it like he's trying to kick it out of the stadium. Just crap, man. Oh my God, man. These are the people that we have playing for us, man. It's tragic. Over Varane. Lord have mercy. Look at that. Fulham centre-back, pretty much a no-name centre-back, not really known by people, looked more cultured and more composed on the ball than any of our two centre-backs. into Harry Wilson, even though positionally he's meant to be playing as the number 8 for Fulham, he actually is finding himself in the right wing position a lot of the time. Oh God, come on, man! You see the lack of interplay. Quickly to McTominay. Oh, he could have played it into McTominay. He bounced it to AWB. Then Bruno was dropped back and provided an option there. But it's because you don't know, these guys don't know how to work triangles. They don't know how to work quick triangles and play through a team. That's why you always have to go backwards. Because they don't know how to play through. They always try to play around the team. They can't play through. Oh my God, man. Garnacho, decent touch. Now take on your man. Castagna, Bruno on the ball now. Puts the ball in. Garnacho, shit touch. That guy's touch is woeful. Maguire into Garnacho. Oh, Bruno this time. Into Garnacho. Come on now. 1v1 with the Iwobi. He's not even a fullback. Do something here.
Poor shot, man.
Very poor shot. He didn't generate any power behind that. Offside as well in the end. Yeah, you know what, man? Oh, man, we are unwatchable. I'm sure a lot of you, I'm sure whoever, people that are here on the stream,
Offside?
watching the stream, no, as you see when it came back to him, he was offside in an offside position. Look, people are here on the stream. It's a Saturday. Most of you guys have either been working most of the week, you've been at school, at college, maybe on half term, but whatever. You've been doing something this whole week. Now you've got a little bit of free time on the weekend before you go back to your normal life during the week next week. And you're having to spend, what, 2 hours? 2 hours of your free weekend on this dross. It's even worse for people that spend not just 2 hours, but the entirety of their day on the journey. Maybe people have traveled from Manchester to go to London to watch this game. It's just embarrassing, man. Embarrassing. Inability to create chances. Can't string 3 to 4 passes. If you actually look at him, the majority of the time that we get the ball into the final third, it's probably done through about 2 passes, 3 max. We're incapable of stringing through maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 passes to work the ball through a team. We go around them. 2 or 3 passes going long into the channels. See if we can then engineer a way to get the ball into the box from the wide positions. No ability to actually just play triangles and go through a team, attack through their heart, the most dangerous area, because they can't play football. Robinson, is this Willian? It was good defending from Dalot at the back post, to be fair. That is one good thing that Dalot's always had. He's very good at defending the back post. Very good at that. Lindelof, on the other hand, he literally partook in about 2 or 3 good chances from Man City to score from because of how crap he's at defending the back post. If Dalot had been playing that left back position, which is what I've been saying, just play Dalot at the left back position during this time and let Lindelof play right hand side. Dalot could have been able to cover those opportunities that Haaland had. I believe that wholeheartedly because he is very good at defending the back post. Even if he didn't stop Haaland 1v1, he would have been at the very least able to put him off getting the free header on goal. Just pathetic, man. Yeah, still 0-0. Still 0-0, man. The goal was cancelled, chalked off. And since then, we haven't created anything, typically. The one chance we've had on goal was engineered from a good set piece, but from open play, we've created nothing. Again, and it's been about 15 minutes since that goal. Funny thing is, we've had about nearly twice as much possession as Fulham, but they have looked more dangerous. When we do hold the boys in the final third all the time, you see, for example, right now, Maguire and Evans just passing the ball between each other. That's it. Evans on the ball now, moves into Maguire. Maguire steps up with the ball into just a poor switch. Poor switch of play for Maguire. Doesn't even hit the target. Hoyland on the ball. Nice from McTominay, intercepts the ball. He's going to move the ball. Ericsson. Yeah. Ericsson on the ball now. What's the plan? Plans to give it to Fulham, apparently. It will be driving through. Or Harry Wilson on the ball now. Drive through the heart. Poor shot. I don't know why Wilson didn't just give that wide to Willian and allow Willian to try to get the ball, work the ball in. Okay, Anthony, he's going to get smashed. Yep, that is shocking. That's got to be a yellow card. Yep, yellow card to Robinson for that. I knew the minute that Højlund gave that ball to Anthony to try to carry the attack forward that we were dusted. If you've been watching enough Man United by now, you know that Anthony isn't able to actually carry the ball, progress it through a midfield very well. He's not a good ball carrier. So the minute, if it was the other way around, you could trust that Højlund would have got the team up the pitch just then, but the other way around, Anthony's just not going to carry it. Set piece position again, and like I said before, McTominay's in there, Maguire's in there, Evans is in there, Højlund is in there. Hopefully another good ball in from Eriksen. Let's see if we can engineer something here, because from open play, it looks like we're incapable of actually going for goal from open play. So let's see what the set piece is saying. Eriksen, ball in. Oh, straight to Paulinho, good header cleared. Corner now for Man United. We need a player that can work with Bruno. Yeah, some would argue we need a player in spite of Bruno, bro. Some would argue that we need a player instead of Bruno. But I hear what you're saying. The last time Bruno probably truly looked at of a certain almost elite standard, that was when Pogba was here. The link up between Pogba and Bruno was amazing. Evans, nope. Yeah, Pogba and Bruno, they were absolutely amazing together, because Pogba is such a creative player that he put enough fear in the opposition hearts because of his physicality, the amount of skills and attributes he has, that he gave Bruno a lot more space to operate. And of course, he was very good at moving the ball from back to front, either with long passing in the air, moving the ball through the ground, or ball carrying. So he was someone that was a progressive player, which allowed Bruno to stay high up the pitch and just get the ball in the final third and work there, because he could trust Pogba to move the ball into him from the middle third. Yeah, actually, looking at it tactically, initially I put it as Wilson operating in midfield and then Iwobi on the right hand side, but it's actually the other way around. Wilson is on the right wing and Iwobi is clearly operating in midfield instead. Okay, Garnacho steals the ball. Come on now, this is a decent scenario. Show me something. Højlund. Nice, Bruno on the edge. Just a nothing shot. Just a nothing shot. Just didn't get anything behind it at all. For me personally, I think the shot selection from Bruno was poor there, because the fact that there was someone coming behind him, there wasn't really any time to open up his body and get enough power on the finesse, and the ball was bounced on the half volley. It would need to be ridiculous technique. I think he should just put his laces through that on the half volley and try to drive that into the near post. That's what I believe he should have done, because he was never going to generate the power with the pressure that was coming. Poor. Why did Manchester United sell Pogba? To be honest, I believe Pogba wanted to go, but that was, like I said, that was the last time that Bruno had a partner in midfield that actually helped him do his job. Someone that could reliably progress the ball many different ways, allowing Bruno to just operate in the final third. He never needed to drop back. Just go up there, score goals, create chances. That's all he needed to do back then. Got McTominay losing the ball to playing simple passes. Willian on the ball now. Has to check back. Ooh, good feet from Willian. Nice tackle from AWB. Typical. Aaron. Bruno on the ball. He tries to switch it to Garnacho. Don't like the technique he used. Yeah. Great defending from Castagna. You see that? It's just not the one. Ba-bum, ba-ba-bum. Ronaldo now Manchester United. Knew Manchester United was a curse. Yeah, 100% Nicholas. Ronaldo definitely knew it was a curse. That's why the minute he had an opportunity to get the hell out of here, he got the hell out. I don't even blame him for that. Whether or not Ronaldo was still good enough, of course, I don't actually think he was. It's hard to say because Man United still were poor tactically. We've been poor tactically now for many years. So can I fully say Ronaldo wasn't good enough? In moments, when it was down to him, in certain moments, he looked a bit stiff. His balance, of course, due to his age, wasn't really there. So at times, he didn't look like he was Premier League caliber anymore, as much as he scored a lot of goals. However, maybe in a better system, with a better manager, maybe Ronaldo would have still looked good. But one thing that he was always right about was everything he said in that interview was true. And you could argue maybe the things he was saying about Ten Hag was true. He was saying that he doesn't respect Ten Hag because Ten Hag didn't respect him. And for what you can see in terms of how he operates, you can tell that he's definitely a manager with oh, come on, Bruno, man. That's a simple pass. Yo, come on. If he weighs that pass properly, Højlund is in behind. That's poor. That's poor. Nice tracking back from Anthony. Ball for Fulham. This is just, like I said, I'll say it again. Ever since the goal that we scored, we've created nothing from open play. Again, nothing created. This is just not what you want to see ever. And all it takes now, because we're so toothless in front of goal, all it takes is just a moment. Willian cuts in and shoots. A free kick from Willian. Pereira does something. And all of a sudden we're 1-0 down and we are struggling because we can't score goals. Now Anthony on the counter, let's see if we can do something here. Plays the ball forward, overhits it to Højlund. Come on. This is what I'm always talking about, the lack of quality. You have a simple pass round the corner to Højlund. You can't make it. You can't make the pass. Anthony again, now show me something. Yeah, we do. We need a proper coach. Eriksen, you hesitated too much. Garnacho, final third, they just can't make the pass. It will be ball carrying. Eriksen's got no chance of tracking him. All the way forward. Poor shot. Poor shot. There wasn't enough support, to be fair, for Iwobi, but I said it in my match preview that Iwobi's ability to carry the ball through midfield will be an issue for us. Look at this. Look how he just eats up the yards. Eriksen can't track back. McTominay thinks that he's an attacking midfielder, so he's in the box. There's no midfield. You see how easy it is to play against Man United? You see that one bit of play. If this team was more threatening, Fulham, they would have scored from that opportunity. You'd have someone better carrying the ball instead of Iwobi. You'd maybe have someone with more intelligence than Harry Wilson, more dynamism than Harry Wilson, making runs, Muniz, making a better run. Man, all of a sudden they opened the pitch up and they could score. You've got Bruno operating as a 10. McTominay operating as a 10. And then Eriksen as the lone DM, but then Amrabat's on the bench, but Eriksen is your lone DM. So Eriksen always looks like he's going to be chasing shadows when Iwobi's running with the ball. And I literally talked about that in the pre-match build-up. We've got players in this midfield that are incapable of defending. Even if McTominay was playing as DM, McTominay cannot defend. When he goes in for a duel, he typically comes off fouling the opponent. He's the kind of guy that when he operates further back, he gets yellow cards time and time again. He can't tackle. Bruno can't tackle. Eriksen can't tackle and he can't cover ground. So what kind of midfield is this that we're playing? And I said Iwobi's good at carrying the ball. He just showed it there. Ooh. It's sad. It's very sad. Set piece now for Man United. We're not going to create anything from open play. Let's hope and pray that Bruno can deliver a good set piece in. We've got some decent aerial targets in there. Let's see if we can put a good ball in and scumbag a goal before half time. Yeah. Pep, Klopp or Zidane. Of course, Zidane already came out and said he's not interested. Zidane's not going to come to Man United. Dallo just balloons it over. Yo, flying the wall. It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute, bro. Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here, man. Ever since the Crystal Palace game against you lot, it's been looking peak for us, man. That was the last time we played some decent football versus you guys in the cup. Now we stink the place out time and time again. We are crap. But yeah, Zidane already said he's not interested in getting the job, and I already said it. Why would Zidane ruin his legacy in football, which is currently completely untainted? Zidane has a completely untainted legacy in football. He's gone out there and won a three-peat. I think he's won either 3 or 4 Champions Leagues. He won 1 or 2 league titles, and he's done nothing but be successful and literally go out there and break records as a Real Madrid manager. Why would you come to United and ruin that legacy? Plus, if you add in the fact that you have to couple these things together, Zidane, there's already still people talking about him being carried by that Madrid lineup, not him being a great coach, just the fact they had an amazing Madrid team. That is a lie for me personally, because if that was such a great team, why didn't the manager prior to him do the same thing, get a three-peat? So Zidane, he's got people talking about him not being that good. If he was to come to Man United and flop, people will say, oh look, everything he did at Real Madrid was a fluke. It's just because Bale, Benzema, Ronaldo, Modric, Casemiro, Varane, Ramos all carried him. So why would he come to Man United when that's what's going to happen? He comes to Man United, that's what's going to be, that's the statement. Everyone's going to say, Zidane shit, he was carried. Why would he come here? There's Ruben Amorim at Sporting, he'd be a decent option. I wouldn't mind seeing him at the club. Fly on the Wall here says, why do you guys work the ball into good positions and then take the lowest percentage option every time? It's actually kind of crazy to watch. Can't imagine how frustrating it must be for you guys. Bro, just imagine how frustrating it must be for someone that creates content on the club. Thing is, I can't even just sit in peace and sit in silence and just watch the game and just maybe feel like crying watching us play football. I have to be here and speak. I have to speak. It's just peak. And like you say, we do take the lowest percentage options. They'll go for a shot when it's time to pass. They'll try to make the more difficult pass rather than the easy one. It's just consistent crap every single time. Nicholas here says, if we can get the right players. I mean, you say if we can get the right players, and I would agree with you, Nicholas, but this manager has been given 400 million to spend, and now he's put 60 million of that, not including Amrabat, on the bench, and playing a guy in McTominay who he was planning to sell. He was planning to sell McTominay, but he's on the bench. Sorry, McTominay's starting, and the man he signed for big money and gave the number 7 to is on the bench. Make that make sense. So even the fact of us buying players, we spend money. The guy's had 400 million to spend. He cannot say that he hasn't had money. He's had loads of money. 2 years only at the club, and you've been given 400 million in 2 windows. What? 14 players signed, including loans. 9 permanent signings. And you can't sign players to make a conducive or cohesive bit of football. I don't want to hear any excuses for this guy. I don't think any other managers had 400 million in the first 2 years. They've given him so much money. Fulham with a corner now. Put on AFTV. Grow your channel of crazy reactions to getting pumped week in, week out. Fam. Bro. Yo, Fly on the Wall. You know what, yeah? I hear what you're saying, and I would love to do that. But the only thing is, that's just not me as a person. As a person, I'm not that guy. I can't be shameless. I can't be fake. I'm incapable of being fake. I can't just fake my reactions. Fake positive, act like everything's okay at the club, back the manager, it's all going to be great. We play, the football's not that bad. Give him time. He'll get new players, blah, 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 blah. I can't do it, man. In life, I'm just not a fake person. So I can't be on here, be fake to my supporters as well. He wants his favourite player. Bro, but his favourite players are crap though. His favourite player is Anthony. Look at Anthony. His favourite player is Mason Mount. Look at Mason Mount. Tragic. First half is about to finish. Feel you quite respect, bro. Yeah, it is what it is, man. I can't, man. It's peak. I actually wish I could, but I can't. Palhinha moves the ball across to Pereira, into Willian now. Probably going to be there's probably going to be a lot of time added on, to be fair. Maybe 5, 6. Oh, Willian skips past him. If you guys remember back in the day in the Premier League, that was Willian all over. Checks inside, and he has that vicious whip into the far post. He's always had that in his locker. Always had that. Ooh. It's mad, you know. Willian better than both of our wingers, and he's like 32 or something. Just shocking. He's still better than both of them. I'd take Willian over Garnacho or Anthony right now. And he's not good enough either, of course, but better than the trash we have. Just about 4 minutes after the half, after the goal we scored, just been nothing. We've had nothing. Ericsson, nice. Bruno can't even touch the ball. This guy's got a touch of a you-know-what. Don't say the rest. Down to the last 3 minutes of this half, 2 minutes even. We need youngers, great football like Mitoma. Yeah, bro. We need that caliber of players. To be honest, that's the type of player we need at the club if we want to play that Ajax style of football. But the thing is, we're not planning on playing the Ajax style of football though. So even the fact of getting a player like Mitoma right now does nothing for Man United. Why? Because Mitoma plays intricate, flowing football. He knows when to pass at the right time. He knows when to shoot at the right time. He carries the ball well. He dribbles well. He's a very technical. Mitoma's the kind of player that goes to Man City and Arsenal. Would be great for him. He doesn't come to Man United for us to play long ball or spam a long ball into him. Onana, one of the best ball playing goalkeepers in the world, doesn't even play out from the back. He doesn't even play out the back currently, so we don't actually build up. He needs to play in a team that focuses on build-up play. A lot of touches on the ball. But we don't play that way. How are we going to do with Mitoma what we're doing now, which is trying to go for long balls into channels? Because Mitoma can't win the ball in the air, and he's not that quick, so he's not going to be able to run onto the end of long balls. So what's the point? I would love to sign someone like Mitoma. Mitoma would die at Man United. He would die. Just like any player dies at Man United. But anyways, what we saying, Pereira brace second half, I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised flying the wall. It'd be conducive of everything that's been going on this season so far. Man United having their ex-players come to us and dunk on us. Of course, I wouldn't be surprised. Pereira, don't be surprised that if they do score this game, Fulham, Pereira's involved. It could be a set piece, could be a corner, could be a free kick, could be a penalty, any of that. Could just be a simple crossing. Pereira's very good at crossing the ball. One thing I can say about the preseason Perlo is a guy could cross. Yeah, we don't, you know what? We definitely need to sign younger players now. The team has enough experienced players in the lineup now. We need to sign some younger players. It's good to have a balance in your squad. You don't want too many old players. You don't want too many young players. Right now, I'd say we're starting to lean on the side of having a lot of experienced players in and around the first team. Bruno Fernandes. What is that cross? Yo, this guy smells, man. This guy stinks of shit. Guy actually stinks of shit. It's crazy. For anyone wondering, just to say where Casemiro is currently, Casemiro is out. Is Varane getting ready to come on or something for the second half? It looks that way. Yeah, Casemiro's out for several weeks with a hamstring injury. He probably won't be back till the end of this year. Nicholas here says, Chelsea has better players, but still weak. Yeah, but Chelsea, at least they can have the excuse of it's a completely new team with a bunch of new players, a new manager, and they're still better than us at the moment. They're still better than us. So I can't even say anything about that. I feel like he needs to try Rashford on the right wing and Garnacho on the left wing. Anthony ain't it. Yeah, Anthony's tragic. Anthony's tragic. He's genuinely one of the worst players I've seen at the club so far. Guy is feckin' horrendous, man. Feckin' horrendous. He can't do anything. Honestly, there's not enough time between now and full-time whistle for me to go over all the things Anthony's bad at. I can't go over it. Onana, again, what's he going to do? Probably going to lump the ball forward into the box, see if he can scumbag a takedown. Garnacho into Højlund. Tackled immediately. Pereira on the ball now. Aimless pass. Now that looked like a Man United pass. His inner Man United came out for that pass. Like to Tottenham Tottenham are very good right now. Literally just got a new manager in the door. Got rid of some. Oh, look at Anthony. tackled by Robinson. Robinson is crap. He's just a P&P light-skinned you. And he's getting locked down by anyone. Anyone can lock up Anthony. Anyone. Robinson is not good, but he's getting marshalled. Oh yeah, Tottenham will therefore choke at some point. It's predestined. They're the kind of club to take it all the way. In fact, they're the kind of club to have a good January transfer window. The club get even more gas. The fans get more gas. They have a great January transfer window. They sign some decent additions to their squad, and then the wheels all fall off in like March, when it's literally, and they'll get maybe to like the semi-finals of the cup competitions, then get knocked out. They'll just do madnesses. They'll do some madnesses. That's what they're gonna do. But there you have it, guys. 0-0 by half time. One chance created the whole game, which came from a set piece situation. Outside of that, again, Højlund starving. Feed the needy. Don't be greedy. But Højlund always remains starving. Garnacho, poor touches, inability to beat his man, inability to put any balls into the box. Hasn't had a shot all game so far. Anthony can't beat his man, can't carry the ball, can't get off any shots, can't cross a ball, can't do anything. We have two wingers who are completely ineffective. There's not a lot of overlaps or underlaps from our fullbacks, so there's no support for the wingers anyway. Højlund, niche. Hasn't had any opportunities. Bruno, poor touches, poor cross. Just been crap. Eriksen in no man's land, just swimming in a sea of grass all by himself with no support. McTominay literally playing as a second striker. But again, if Højlund's not getting any opportunities, how's our other second striker going to have any opportunities? Tells you all you need to know. Arsenal 2.0. Yeah, Arsenal, they're dusty, man. Arsenal, they're a good footballing side in terms of actually playing football. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, win or lose, crunch time, they're going to do what needs to be done. And when I say do what needs to be done, I mean do what needs to be done for the rivals, which is the Bartlett. Bro, I could be out here in these streets. I could be out here in these streets or talking to Gal right now, something. Man's here watching this trash. Man could be in these streets, but I'm here watching this. It's crazy. But you guys in the chat, just post me what you think score the game will end up as. What will the score be by the end? Oh. Seeing this advert for WWE. Who out here still watches WWE? I used to watch that shit a little bit of TNA Impact, but honestly, way too theatrical, man. When you watch it nowadays, I can't believe there's a time people genuinely thought that shit was real, man. The theatrics are mad. Full on theater, man. There's no point even mentioning who we believe man of the match so far has been, because for Man United, nobody's done anything of any sort of repute. The only person who you could argue did one or two decent things was AWB, but we're used to him by now, you know, putting in those good challenges. But in terms of trying to move the ball forward, move the needle, get us up the pitch to score goals, nope. This goal again, I'm having to look at it. Why was this allowed? I'm still trying to figure that one out. Because really and truly, there's no way you can convince me that this goal was offside. You can't convince me that was offside. The fact that the referee was called to the screen to have a look at him tells you all you need to know. Why do you think United can't dominate midfields anymore? Style of play or something else? You've had world-class players in your midfield over the past 6-7 years and none of them have worked. At fly on the wall. People love to hate on Spurs. Nice to see you back, Rekka, man. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing all right. But yeah, fly on the wall, to answer the question that you asked, it comes down to systematic problems because you have to think about it. In the past 6-7 years, the managers we've had, so 6-7 years, that excludes the time of Van Gaal. So if we talk about the last 6-7 years, we've had Mourinho, Oli, and now Ten Fraud. So you have to keep that in mind. These are three managers who play football, whose style of football isn't actually conducive of chance creation to a good degree. So of course, Mourinho, we all know how he plays. He's a pragmatist. He plays sort of more counter-attacking football, defensively shrewd, hard to break down, and then you are very reliant on your attacking quality to create chances and score goals. Oli, sit back, absorb pressure, hit teams on the break with intensity. Again, not conducive of dominating the midfield because they don't set up dominating midfield. Same with this. This team now, Ten Hag has come in and said he's not looking to play the same football that he was playing at Ajax. He wants to play on the front foot. He wants to play sort of football in a way that he is very intense, pushes the ball up, pushes the team up and wins the ball high up and tries to generate scoring opportunities from higher up the pitch. That's how we play. So if you actually think about it, we don't play in a way that we try to play through a team. We actually play in a way that counteracts the strengths of the opposition as opposed to imposing our own style of play on them. We play in a way that's set up to counter other teams, which by that definition, we don't set up to dominate a team's midfield. We set up to restrict their qualities and counter their qualities, which isn't conducive for domination. Domination means mono a mono. You do what you want to do. I do what I want to do, but I'm going to crush what you want to do and come out on top. That's what domination is. We don't set up to dominate. And you're asking here, fly on the wall, am I Ten Hag in or out? I'm Ten Hag out currently. And the simple reason why I'm Ten Hag out, it doesn't have to do with the style of play. Some people are out here, and the reason why they would want the manager out is the style of play that we're currently doing, is necessarily the results. Me personally, I'm the kind of guy that I can give, if there's a vision and I can trust the manager, I'm willing to give the manager time just by pure trust and faith in the fact that he can bring us to a certain level. The issue I'm having with Ten Hag right now is I don't trust him anymore. And why is that? Because you've come out and said you're not looking to play Ajax football. So why are you here? You were bought on the basis that you were renowned for the style of football you were doing at Ajax, what you were able to do with that side in the Champions League, the fact that you got Ajax back to winning the Eredivisie, because it's a lie. People have the opinion that in the Eredivisie, Ajax were winning every single year. Prior to Ten Hag, they were struggling. And now post Ten Hag, they're struggling again in the Eredivisie. So Ten Hag was very good with Ajax back then, creating and rebuilding a team after losing players, and still went on to win more trophies in that league. Did well in the Champions League, was competitive there, was competitive in the Europa League whenever they found themselves there as well. So he was bought to Man United off of the back of what he did at Ajax. But you've come here now and you're saying you're not planning to do what you did at Ajax. Why are you here? It's like, for example, I hire a graphics designer to come on this channel because I've seen their work on Fiverr or other freelance projects, and I've said, okay, cool, I want you to come and create graphics for my channel because I've seen your previous work and I really like that art style you have on your graphics. I want you to come and do that here. So I'm going to hire you, I'm going to pay you a wage, and you come work for me. Cool. Then when he comes here, I ask for him to do a project. I see what he comes back to me with, and the art style is completely different, and he's not creating the same quality or style of work that he was doing previously. I'm looking at the guy saying, bro, what the hell are you doing? I brought you in here, I'm paying you because you have this body of work previously. This is on your CV. Why aren't you doing the same work that was on your CV here for me now, when that's what I'm paying you for? That's one thing. Number two, 400 million spent, and the other day there was 140 million being Ante and Mount on the bench for the likes of who was playing instead of him. I think it was Bruno on the right hand side against Man City, and also McTominay in midfield. But Mount and Ante are on the bench, the people you spent 140 million pounds on. Don't tell me his signings have worked out, been good. His signings have been tragic. His signing has been tragic. He's not planning on playing the Ajax style of football. He doesn't need to be here. I don't trust him anymore. I don't know, again, you've had world-class managers. All of them have said that there's problems behind closed doors that would shock people. Yes. Yes. But the thing is, there is problems behind closed doors that would shock people. However, when it comes to what's being done on the pitch, a manager can still be able to set up a team to go out there and play certain styles of football. The thing is, because of the stuff going on behind the scenes, I agree. I don't expect my Man United manager really to win the Premier League or win the Champions League because of the stuff going on behind closed doors. That I agree with. But if you're a manager, for example, like under Oli getting to the end, Oli couldn't beat the likes of Watford at the end. Struggling with the likes of Southampton. We're now struggling this year with, no offense flying the wall, but struggling with Crystal Palace. Struggling with Fulham. Struggling with Brentford. Struggling with all these guys. Sheffield United, we struggled. Burnley, we only narrowly beat them because of a wonder goal by Bruno. That has nothing to do with the Glazers. You have people like Bruno, Rashford, Højlund, Eriksen, Casemiro on the pitch, and you're struggling with Sheffield United and Bright and Brentford and Burnley and these man there. You're struggling. That is on the manager. But the thing is, like I said, it's not even about, I don't expect us to win anything major because of the owners that we have currently. But what I do expect is you should still be able to play a decent style of football, and the teams that need to be beaten, you have to be beating them, irrespective. You may not be able to challenge because of the lack of sustained development in football and the football hierarchy isn't there, but you have to, come on, you're struggling with Burnley, mate. We struggled against Burnley. They outpossessed us. They bopped us off the pitch. If Burnley had a good front line, they would have beaten us that game. So why would I be Ten Hag in if you couple that with the fact that he's not even come here to play his style of football? So why are you here? Mount definitely wasn't Ten Hag signing. I don't know about that because the news reports were saying that Ten Hag used the number 7 shirt as a bargaining chip to get Mount to come to Man United. Why would the manager use a bargaining chip, being the number 7 shirt, to bring this player in if he wasn't planning on him being an important signing? So I'm very much of the opinion that Ten Hag, nope. Ten Hag definitely knew what he was doing with Mount. He literally, I saw him hugging Mount in the press conference saying that he's a very important player for him and all that stuff. Gave him the number 7 shirt, made sure he was our first signing to ensure that Liverpool and Arsenal, who were interested in Mount, didn't go and get the player. So that's why he was our first signing, because Ten Hag didn't want another team to come and swoop in and take Mount from us. And then he gave him the number 7 shirt as a sweetener for the deal. Paid him whatever money he wanted. The money that Chelsea weren't willing to give Mount, Ten Hag was willing to pay him. I mean, look at Rangnick's comments after managing you lot for a bit. The man is an institution of German football all by himself, and even he said that the problems are rooted higher up. Yes, I agree with you. No, I agree. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I've said, I'm not Ten Hag out because of the problems on the pitch. So because of the necessarily the results. It's the way we're playing football currently. And also what he's done with the money he's been given. You have meant to have been brought in to play a specific style of football, and you've been given £400 million and signed 14 players. That's enough to field. In fact, yes, out of the 14, some of them were loan players, but 9 out of the 14 were permanent signings. That's most of a starting 11 he's brought in. Yet you still can't play a decent style of football. I'm not saying beat City, beat Arsenal, beat Liverpool home and away. I'm saying play some decent football. Beat the likes of Burnley and Fulham and freaking Brentford and all these middle of the road teams. You should be beating them. Then the difficult teams, because maybe you haven't been able to implement your philosophy for long enough, you maybe can't beat Arsenal's and Man City's yet, but no problem. I have no qualms with that. But it's saying that you're not here to play the style of football you're famed for. And then on top of that, you're talking about poor signings he's been making as well. That I have to put on him. No one asked him to do that. No one asked him to sign Mount. No one asked him to chase Anthony, even though his price tag had now bumped up from 40 million to 80 million by the end of the transfer window. Rangnick would have been perfect to work in tandem with Ten Hag. But Rangnick, of course, is gone now. But what do you do if you initially coach a team to play a certain type of football, eventually realize that they don't have the quality to do so? You have to adapt. Yes, I agree with you on that subject. I agree with you. You do have to adapt. So that's what he did last year. He tried to do his style of football beginning of the season. We got pumped by Brighton and Brentford. We reverted and adapted to the players, played more defensively, similar to what Arteta did. His first season or so with Arsenal, he was very, very defensive manager. And people are actually thinking, wait a second, don't tell me this is what Arteta is about. But really and truly, because he didn't have the players yet. My issue is, he's now had ample time, ample money to sign the necessary players. Like I said, he signed 9 full-time players. 9. Yeah? 14 including loans, 9 including everything. So he still doesn't play any sort of football that allows us to go out there and consistently beat teams below our level. That's my issue in terms of that side. And then you'd say on the top of that you're not here to play the Ajax style of football anyway. So first season, maybe even part of the second season, I can agree him not being able to impose his philosophy. But he's already said he's not planning on imposing his philosophy. He's going to do something else. He's planning on doing something else. So it doesn't matter. He is planning on not doing what he's good at. So there's no need for him here. He signed enough players. If he had used those 9 permanent signings to go out there and sign players that can play his style of football, he would have been playing better football. But for some reason, he's gone against that and he just decided to stick with whatever, just some nonsense. I just don't even get what he's trying to do at the moment, and it's sad to see. Hopefully, but the thing is, when I say I'm Ten Hag out, I'm not Ten Hag out to the point where I'm kicking and screaming. It's more like I've lost trust in him because of the comments he made and the signings he's made. I've lost trust in him, but if we get new owners in soon, I've heard something about 100-day analysis Jim is planning to do. Maybe Qatar will do something similar. Give him maybe 1 to 3 months to analyze him, see if he's a good fit for the project, and then move from there. So hopefully, if new owners do come in, Ten Hag has an opportunity to salvage what's left of his career as our manager. So if new owners come in soon, for me, whatever time they give him to analyze him as a manager, that's the time I give him extra as well. So we'll see. Anyway, the second half has kicked off. People, feel free to sync up. The time is going now. Let's see how things progress. Anthony, poor touch. Robinson eats him up again. Anthony, look at the run. Not going to find the man. Let's see what he does here. Nice from Anthony. Oh, Ericsson. Leave Ericsson, you know. No mobility. Leif Ericsson. AWB, higher up, shifts past Palinia, goes for the cutback, intercepted well. Again, I think there's words in his ear within the club, almost imposing him. You play counter-attacking football just to appeal to the culture of your club, whatever that's supposed to mean. I would agree with you if that is the case, that there is potential of that being the case. There is potential of that being the case. Good save from Leno. Yes, there is potential of that being the case in the sense that maybe the owners are the ones saying that Ajax, or what you call Cruyffian style of football, isn't what Man United fans want to see. So they're forcing him against that. But obviously, he can't come out and say that in the press. Maybe they're forcing him to play a different style of football than what he's used to at Ajax. But then, should I tell you what that means? It means you still sack him. Why? Because most managers are not able to play a system that's not what they're used to. You won't see Pep or Klopp suddenly playing pragmatic football to the same caliber as a Jose Mourinho. Which means if their plan is to make him play a more direct style of football, which is more of the Man United way, it means you get rid of him anyway because he's a Cruyffian manager. So go get me a manager that plays direct football to a high degree and is used to implementing that style of play and knows exactly what profile players he needs for that style of football. So even if that is the case, fine, and even if you are right, which I believe there's a chance you could be right, he still should get got because he's not the manager for that style of football. If that is the case. If that's not the case, then he shouldn't be here as well. So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Either way, he shouldn't be here if any one of those situations are true. Let's see how long it takes. You guys count it down. Let's see how long it takes for us to get another good chance on target, a well-worked shot on target this match after the goal that was disallowed. it's already been about what, 40 minutes? About 30 minutes. 30 minutes since we last had that goal went in, and we haven't created anything of substance since then. Let's see how long it takes us this game to create something of substance ever since then. Wilson in midfield, good tracking. Is that a foul? Foul to Fulham. Yeah, you see this. We have too many players in this squad that are really bad in the duel. The amount of times a player goes in for a 1v1 or a 50-50 challenge and they come out fouling the player constantly. Yo, Nicholas, nice to see you back, bro. Nice to see you back, bro. Really bad, this team are actually going in there and winning 50-50s. No, Mount isn't currently in. Mount is still on the bench. £60 million on the bench. Pereira and Wilson stand over a free kick. Not in the best area, but a decent ball in, and maybe there's actually a similar area to where we scored from. Pereira with the ball in. Maguire easily gets that. Nice. It won't be. Into Willian. Willian opens up. Into Pereira. Pereira wide. What the hell? What the hell was that? Bookies are saying, so fly on the wall. So according to the bookies, they're saying De Zerbi is next in. You know what the thing is with De Zerbi? I'm actually, you know what? If it was just for his football in isolation, you would say yes, he's going to play beautiful football. I would say he'd have to get rid of loads of players. Probably need to get rid of Bruno. Probably need to get rid of Rashford, people like that. But De Zerbi can play good football. I reckon he could play good football with maybe even Garnacho. You never even... Oh, Garnacho, you have to put that in. I think he misplaced the pass. But anyway, De Zerbi, I don't know if I would take him just for the simple fact that he came out recently, De Zerbi, and said that he isn't actually too interested in winning trophies. It's mostly for him all about sort of the way he plays football, the beauty of football. He's not really about the trophy side of things. And if that is the case and that is true, then I don't want him anywhere near the club, because at the end of the day, we need to win trophies. It's not all about just pretty football. Of course, it's great to see. It makes my watch-alongs very enjoyable to see us playing great football. But I need more than that. Man United, the amount of money we spend, the status of the club, we don't need to be a club that picks one or the other, trophies or football. We should have both. This is a big club. We get both. Real Madrid, they get both. Barcelona, they get both. Man City, they're not a big club, but they're a good club. They get both. The best clubs do both. So I'm not out here saying I'm going to want De Zerbi, who wants to play good football but doesn't want to win trophies. At the same time, if I was to pick one or the other, it's got to be trophies over good football. Because at the end of the day, football, an elite level of sport, is all about winning. And you get the most enjoyment from winning. I would still, if it was like, if the options are really limited, I would say, okay, spin the wheel, 2-year contract, maybe 3-year contract max for De Zerbi with a year added. That way, if we need to get rid of him in the future in a year or two, it's a cheap contract to get him out of. And then I'd say, okay, get De Zerbi, but make it adamantly clear to the guy that you're here to win trophies just as much as you're here to play good football. And if he's not down with that, then get him gone. AWB wasting time on the ball. Robinson swoops and gets the ball off him. Ericsson tackled. AWB into Anthony. Anthony to Ericsson. Just gobbled up. It will be nice, Anthony. Back in mate. Flying the Wall says, yeah, nah, I feel like you guys need that type of manager. You're trying to run before you can walk. You're in no position to be sitting there speaking about trying to win everything. Fix your football first. You know, no, but the thing is, when I say that, it's because I understand the Man United fans. The Man United fans, the way they are, is if we're winning games, but we're getting nowhere near winning any trophies, 1 year in, year and a half, by his second year, the fans will be demanding trophies from De Zerbi. And if he's not, you know, really putting out tactics that are going to try to get us to win stuff, as opposed to just play football, the Man United fans will be calling for this guy's head within the second year. That won't be me, because if there's a vision to get a hold of, and I can trust the manager, I'd be in it to give De Zerbi time. But loads of Man United fans, they still think that we're a top team, a great club, a giant team. So they're going to expect us to win stuff, irrespective. That's just how it is. So De Zerbi won't be given time. At clubs like Man United, you just don't really get time because the fans, like you say, they don't like to learn to walk before they can run. Like they got money to find good players, but they put the players to sit on the lovely bench. Yep. All that money, sign all these players, slap them on the bench, and play McTominay. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Bruno. Okay, Garnacho. All the way back from United. All the way back. Okay, decent ball from Maguire. Oh, come on. Oh, man. We're just so bad. Again, like I said, people, it's been another 10 minutes into this second half. We still haven't created anything of substance. Again, let's see how long it takes for us to create something decent. I see Marshall warming up. Oh, Hoyland getting... Come on, it's got to be a foul. Nice. Evans on the ball. Into Hoyland. Hoyland to AWB. AWB wide to Anthony. Or not. Maguire. Okay, Anthony, 1v1. He gives it back to AWB. Ericsson into Dallo. Okay, so Dallo's inverting into midfield clearly. Ericsson, poor ball out. Come on, Ericsson, you're better than that, man. And now Ericsson's all by himself in midfield. They're running at us. Wilson in space. Wide to Willian. Oh. Like not signing a goal machine or a new goalkeeper or a coach or a new third jersey. But you don't, are you a believer of the whole thing about the jersey that we currently have, the third kit that we have currently being the Devil's kit or something? So that's why we're so poor at the moment. In terms of goal machine, I wouldn't actually throw that at Hoyland, him not being a goal machine, just because we don't even know whether he's capable of scoring a lot of goals for us yet. Why? We don't create anything. So I think it's unfair to level that at Hoyland not being a goal machine because he doesn't ever get a chance really to shine.
Still no, fam, isn't it?
Yeah, even this game, for example, Nicholas, Hoyland has had nothing. He's not had one chance created for him. He doesn't have any touches in the box as well. If you actually look at the stats, I bet you he's had maybe max one touch or two, maybe max. And that's not even been by the penalty spot, it's been maybe by the edge. Poor cutback.
Get that shot from William.
Yep. Are you going now? Have you had breakfast yet?
Yeah.
What do you have? Wait, get it for me, get it for me. Okay, calm, I'll get in a second. Is Maguire coming off now? This guy looks dazed. Man's looking dazed. The devil's kit, fam. Oi. Bro, it's not even me, flying the wall. It's not even me. The devil's kit thing is genuinely what people have been saying. It's legit not me. Oh yeah, they've fully been saying that kit is the reason why we've been so poor, because the kit launch with like the pitchfork thing and all that. I was thinking, we've literally had, like you say, we've literally had the devil logo has been part of our kit with the pitchfork since day dot. It's been there for freaking decades. Decades and decades. It wasn't a problem when we were winning the treble without the shirt, right? But now all of a sudden, people are making excuses. Allow it, man. I say people are soft, man. It is what it is, man. Nicholas says here, put Rashford in and Amrabat and also Mino. No, Rashford is injured. But Amrabat and Menu, that's a change I would make. Amrabat to add a bit of control and also a little bit of defensive solidity as we push more people forward. Put Mino in place of probably McTominay, to be honest. Someone that can really link the attack and defense in Mino. He's got to come on today, but it looks like Pellistri is about to come on. The devil's kit. Yep. Devil's kit, bro. And the problem is, yeah. Okay, Palhinha. Decent save from Onana. Palmed it quite well out. Set piece now for Fulham. Man, it's peak. Mount is nothing, my guy, bro. He is what you call garbaggio. Hot garbage, fam. Stinky player, man. Okay, cleared from Ericsson. Willian now gives it back to Robinson. Robinson all the way back to the goalkeeper, Leno. The people, anyone in the chat, if you haven't subbed yet, make sure you like and share the stream. Get us to 120 before the end of today. Got the match reaction coming up straight after, so I'll be doing my player ratings as usual. To be honest, not much to talk about again. Just not much to talk about. Poor touch from Wilson. Good defending from Maguire. Good defending. Good strength. Yeah, there'll be my player ratings after this. Right now, has anyone operated above a 5? No. Bog standard. I literally said it in my match build-up. All we need today from some of these players to win this game is just give me some 6s. I'm not even asking for 7s and 8s. Just give me some 6s. Maybe one player operates around a 7 and we'll win this game. But typically, these guys are all stuck at a 5 or below. Ooh, cleared off the line. Cleared off the line. Pereira, the ball's gone out. I don't think that ball went out, to be fair, but they've given it as it's gone out. Pellestri's about to come on, but who's he coming on for? Anthony. Yo, you know you are crap. You know you are crap when you're getting subbed for Pellistri, because Pellistri is dead as well. The only time Mount's dangerous is when there's threats in front of him, so defenders don't track him. He's totally lost when trying to link up play, 100%. He's one of those players that he needs a good team around him to sort of draw players away, which allows him to sort of flow into pockets, make third man runs into the box, flow into the half spaces to go for crosses on the right hand side, little things like that. In a team where he's given any sort of responsibility to be anywhere near being a main man, Mount is useless in that scenario. Like, we did nothing in this transfer window. Money gone. Yeah, bro, money gone. Money gone. That's the current scenario we're living in, man. Money gone, bro. Literally, the only players from this transfer window that are currently and consistently starting games for us is Haaland and Onana. Mount and Rabat, they don't touch grass. Them, man, they don't touch grass. So literally, we may as well have only signed 2 players. Balling. Ooh. We need Mendy. Do you mean wait, don't tell wait, are you talking about Edouard Mendy as a goalkeeper? Are you talking about Ferland Mendy, the left back? What Mendy are you talking about? Because bro, there's bare Mendys. There's loads of Mendys. Onana long into Bruno. Bruno with a crap touch gets absolutely bodied by Palhinha. Absolutely bodied. Great ball from Onana into him, just shit touch. That's not really a foul. Yeah, Nicholas, tell me in the chat, what Mendy are you talking about? Because there's just too many of them. Way too many Mendys. Got a secret, can you keep it? The left back and the goalkeeper. The left back's a good player. I wouldn't mind getting Ferland Mendy. He's a good player. I think he's had some injury problems now for a little while, so the injury concerns could be there a bit, but he's a good player for sure, man. Definitely better than what we have. Ball switch now to Garnacho. Let's see what Nacho can do here. And what happened to the good friend of mine, Sancho, bro? That guy is getting his lunchbox packed from in the canteen and shipped off into the car park for him to pick up. The guy's not allowed within. There's literally a restraining order signed by Ten Hag for Sancho. Yo, Garnacho, the guy tries to do a little back heel, misplaces him, fouls the guy, and gets a yellow card. Yo, this guy stinks as well. Freaking hell. Bro, man, Garnacho is shit, fam. Bro, I was just checking Twitter to see what people are saying currently about this performance. It's not looking good, man. Alright, Garnacho sucks, bro. He sucks. Yo, you know the mad thing is as well? I'm watching this on an empty stomach. I haven't even eaten yet, man. I'm just watching us get dunked on. I'm talking about. It's peak, still are yet to create something since that goal that was disallowed. We're still yet to score. He went from my bold manager to my bold fraud. It's peak, man. Dr. Eggman settings. From Ten Heisenberg to Dr. Eggman. Real quick. It's peak. It's peak. How McTominay has managed to scumbag 70 minutes of football in this match, I'll never know. How he scumbagged that, it's crazy. If only I had sticky fingers like that and was able to rob. If I could steal a living like him, it'd be crazy. No, man, he's the next thing in Manchester United. As in who? Garnacho's the next thing in Manchester. Bro, I don't know about all that, fam. Man, just another bleach blonde Argentine player, fam. Oh my days. Man say Grandacho and that. There's a lot of chos, fam. We need to get these chos out of the club. We've got Sancho, Garnacho just thinking the place out. Oh man, took too long to provide him support. Now he had to go backwards. Now look, they've settled because we take so long to attack. The team always gets back into settled shape and it makes it difficult to break through. Pressure at the back post, a decent touch. Come on now, boy, show me something. Do better than Anthony. Go on, boy. Oh, come on, man. You see the lack of the lack of ability, the lack of technique. Bro, if you're gonna strike the ball, strike it with vim. What is this? You're passing it to the goalkeeper. Bro, slap that ball. These guys just lack so much aggression. It's like when some of them want to shoot, it's like they don't really want to shoot. It's timid. That's how you can see there's a lack of confidence throughout the team. Because people are striking the ball and they're not striking it properly. Bruno, simple pass into Højlund. Again, I said it, Højlund is starving this game. Højlund is absolutely starving. Because even when he does get a decent chance in an area to maybe receive the ball, the passes are either underhit, overhit, or like Dalot just then, passed behind him. It's pathetic, man. It will be with a ball, poor ball. Aaron Wan-Bissaka with a good clearance. True, don't play that bastard football anymore, bro. Vinicius Jr. is woke up playing with the new player. He woke up playing with the new player. What player are you talking about, Nicholas? Let me know, bro. But you know, on the subject of Vinicius Jr., now that they just remind me, Nicholas, you guys do realize, yeah, that Rodrigo is paid less than Anthony. Flipping Vinicius Jr. is paid less than Marcus Rashford. Are you guys actually hearing this? The likes of Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo are being paid less than Rashford and Anthony. So then you have to ask yourself the question, what's the incentive to become a top echelon player when literally for doing absolutely nothing in football in terms of trophies won, accolades, you're getting paid the same amount as people that have won multiple Champions Leagues. Make it make sense, people. Make that make sense. Vinicius is arguably, almost definitely, one of the best players in the world. He's one of the best players in the world, Vinicius, without a doubt. He can do everything. He's fun to watch. He gets goals, he gets assists. He can play on the left, he can play on the right. He's absolutely phenomenal, Vinicius. I would love Vinicius at my club. He's probably my favorite player right now to watch. And this guy gets paid less than Marcus Rashford. Are you kidding me? That's a joke. Yeah, Bellingham's killing it in terms of scoring goals this year so far. It's pretty crazy. Wasn't De Gea being paid more than Ronaldo at Juve? Probably, because now in the Serie A, they don't pay as high wages. And De Gea was on 375k a week, so I wouldn't be surprised if Ronaldo was on somewhere around that, maybe a bit less. Maybe he was on 350. I could be wrong though, but knowing things with Ronaldo, maybe he was getting some brown envelope, some additional pay somewhere. What do you think about Lamine Yamal? I mean, on the surface, he looks like a phenomenal player, phenomenal prospect. At that age, what he's done, I saw what he did versus Tottenham. I've seen what he's done in other matches. He looks like an absolutely top echelon talent. So we'll have to see, of course, how he develops as a player. We saw Ansu Fati at a similar age. People were talking about him in high regard, but you see how injuries did him. As much as the guy is very talented, you'll see how he adapts in the future. He's still a growing boy. So when he gets a bit older, who knows? He could get taller, stronger, his body changes, and all of a sudden the same balance and poise he has when he dribbles, he could lose it. You never know. I'm hoping and praying that as a man, as a child, as a boy, that he does okay in the future. I want him to have a good career. Hopefully not against Man United, but for him as a person, I hope he has a good career. But you never know. As you grow up and your body changes, players change massively. Sometimes you can go from like a Michael Owen, young, explosive, never got injuries, and as he grew older, body changed a bit, injuries just started to flow. Injuries were flowing as he got older, so hopefully he has a good career. Yeah, Kubo, yeah, Real Sociedad is that? I think we were linked to Kubo a couple of weeks ago. He would be a decent player, a decent option. I definitely think to be honest though, he would be crap at us. Let's be serious here. Do you really think a player like Kubo would be good at Man United? Think about it. Technical, great in the possession side, controls the ball well, wants to keep the ball, is not a transition-based player. In this current Man United team, Kubo would die at this club. You know what? Funny thing is, a player that would actually be great for Man United and be perfect for us is actually Vinicius Jr. But the thing about Vinicius is he can be great in any system. Vinicius can play a possession-based team or a transitional team. He's just that good of a footballer. The same with the likes of Mbappe. Mbappe can play in a possession-based team or a transition team. Amad Diallo, he had a really bad injury. Amad had a very bad injury that's kept him out for months, but he's slowly coming back to fitness. I think maybe by the end of this month, you'll see him back in some matchday squads. But Amad, he hasn't got any better chance than now to stamp his authority and potentially grab a hold of that right wing position, because Anthony is trash, yeah? Pellistri is trash and not good enough. Apparently, Rashford and Garnacho both can't play on the right wing, which means if Amad comes back, and like I said, even if Amad plays a 6 out of 10, just a 6 out of 10, he has a good shot of being our starting right winger. So hopefully when he comes back from injury by the end of this month and has some match fitness, starts playing games maybe at the end of this month or in December, Amad Diallo could be back. We need De Jong. De Jong would have been amazing for us, man. De Jong would have been absolutely phenomenal for us. But of course, and I can't blame him, why would he want to come here? Because De Jong would have died at this club as well. We don't do well with players that are technically gifted. We ruin them. Doku's on fire. But the great thing about De Jong is both technical and he's also physical as well. He's quick. And his ball carrying ability is probably and arguably the best in the world for a midfielder. So now, 20 odd, 30 odd minutes into this half, nothing created. Ooh, shot from Dalot. I said to you guys before, right? Let's count down how long it takes for us to create a decent opportunity again since that first one we had at the beginning of the game. Have you seen? Have you guys seen, yeah? Still nothing created. Since about the 10th or 15th minute in the game, we've created nothing. Højlund off now. Another guy that's probably been somewhat scapegoated. We don't create any chances at all for this man, and now he's being subbed off again. He's being subbed off. Make it make sense. Because when you remove a striker and then switch him for the other striker, it lets you know that you're basically saying that, bro, as a striker, in your role as a striker, you did not do enough. You did not do enough. That's what the manager basically tells the striker when you switch him for the other striker on the bench, that you didn't do enough. Look at Hoyland's face. You can't blame him. He looks freaking pissed right now. He looks flipping pissed. Why wouldn't he be pissed though? Because he's being told that he didn't do anything, but he's putting his arms up thinking, yo, but I didn't get anything created for me during the whole game. So of course he'd be pissed, man. It's just sad to see it. You hate to see it, man. Yeah, Williams decent. Come on, Mount, you're freaking trash. You're freaking trash, Mount. Freaking crap. First inclusion of the game, a simple pass forward. You couldn't play it to Garnacho. You're so shit. Mason Mount, man. Why is he at this club again? Someone please tell me. 60 M's. 60 M's. That's what 60 M's gets you. That's what 60 M's gets you. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You could go into the bowels of Ecuador right now. The bowels of Brazilian football. Get someone for a tenth of Mount's price. Go grab someone for 6 million, 5 million pounds who's better than Mason Mount in the bowels of South America right now. Go Argentina. Go Ecuador. Go Colombia. Go to Brazil. There's someone better than Mason Mount there right now, even younger than him as well. You could find an 18 to 20-year-old better than him for a tenth of the price. The guy is tragic. The guy is tragic. Tells you all you need to know about the scouting at Man United. We always go for the easy signings because Mount's a known quantity. Ten Hag knew about him back at Vitesse days. They know about him in the Premier League. All that stuff. English tax, they know about him. The manager knew about him prior. So let's go and get that guy. Can't even play a simple pass down the line to Garnacho when he's going to go now in behind. For the first time in the match, we had an opportunity to play in one of our forwards in behind, going directly to goal. Couldn't even play a 5-yard pass. Tragic baller. McTominay, decent ball carrying, move that ball. Nice Garnacho. Nice Garnacho. Great nutmeg. Great play. That's a foul. Got to be a foul. Got to be a yellow card as well. Got to be a yellow card as well. Don't know why he's complaining. That's a clear yellow card. This was cheeky. Good nutmeg here as well. This was some decent ball carrying. That's the first time this match has really showed what I know he normally is quite capable of doing. Quite intricate with his dribbling. I don't know, since the lack of confidence in the side, I used to deem that Garnacho tended to have quite a good touch. This season, the past few games, his touch looked off. But I say it could be down to the lack of confidence on the side. Even his touch is failing him at times. So Bruno signs off a free kick. It's quite far away though. I don't see this being a good area to take a free kick. I hate the excuse of not preferring to play on the right. I get that it's easier for right-footed defenders to close you out, but all you have to do is be effective to be a player and put it across. I 100% agree with you, but we're in the modern era where these players aren't actually even natural wingers, because a natural winger, nice from Palestri, a natural winger would be more than capable of just getting to the byline, beating their man, and their main thought is to put it across. But loads of these guys now are all inside forwards. They're not actually people they're not actually people that are actually good at wing play, which means 1v1, mano a mano, stand up your man and beat him on the outside, or chop back and beat him on the inside. Martial, so that's the problem. Because Rashford, for example, as a winger, the qualities a winger should have, does Rashford have those qualities? The answer to that question is no, which is why he can only operate on the left, because it's easier to operate on the left when all you need to do is have a fullback overlapping to draw a defender away, then you use that space to cut in, then you just shoot. That's far easier than having to sometimes come inside, sometimes go outside, come into the half space, go for a cross, come inside, maybe shoot with your weaker foot, come inside, maybe link up play, and then try to move into the box to get a shot off. Playing as a right winger on the right hand side you have to be supremely effective and good in that role. And most of these wingers nowadays aren't supremely effective players. They just want to score goals. Look at Rashford. If you put him on the right hand side, he looks lost because he doesn't know how to beat a man and go on the outside and put in a good ball. The basics of football are lost on so many of these modern football players. The basics are gone. And it's even more effective if you have a target. Exactly. You got Højlund in there. Why not put someone on their natural foot, putting natural crosses in? Those crosses that are the crosses that you make when it's not an in-swinger, an outswinging cross is always super dangerous for a defender because they're more likely to even give a bad touch and put it in for an own goal. But nowadays, all these modern wings that cut in and put those in-swinging crosses, if they're not pinpoint accurate, those are super easy for defenders to defend against because they're literally facing the ball. They're able to see the ball coming the whole way. But if you, on your natural foot, put the ball in, it's more difficult because the defender's always running towards goal. Rather than running towards the ball, they're running towards goal. So it's more difficult to defend against. Now I see your issue with Ten Hag and style of play because that's a coaching and a directive problem. Exactly. There you go. There you go. It's just Ten Hag. I don't know, man. The thing is, some people are like adamantly Ten Hag out for various different reasons. And a lot of it comes down to the style of play and the results. Me, is a lack of trust. If I trusted him and he gave me something to hold on to, like maybe at least what he was coming out in the media and saying, even if he was just saying the right things, like, I still plan on doing this, I plan on doing that, just give us time, we have a blah blah blah, we're planning to do this, we're planning to do X, we're planning to do Y, we're planning to do Z. If he came out and instilled confidence in me as a fan and said, don't worry, keep calm, something is coming, just let the process basically, I would say, you know what, I'll give this guy time. He has a way of he's going to play football eventually. Just give him time. But right now, he hasn't come out. He's not doing anything on the pitch to give him confidence. But then when he comes out into the press conferences, his press conferences compound that by taking away even more confidence from me as a fan. At least say the right things, then some people give you more time. But he comes out and says the wrong things as well. So that's currently why, I just don't trust him. And if you don't trust the manager to get you to the promised land, then he doesn't need to be there. So it's not about Ten Hag in, out, shake it all about. It's just I don't trust the guy. I don't trust him. It's not about the results. It's not about losing to Man City. I don't give a shit, really and truly, about losing to Man City. They're way better than us. We're crap. We're always going to lose that match, irrespective of good tactics or not. Really and truly, the way we were playing, we were always losing that match. Even if we had the right tactics, the style of play wouldn't have worked. The players, the hunger weren't there to win that match as well. So losing to Man City, because even if we play our best, and Man City play their best, we're always losing that match. Doesn't matter. They're just better. But the issue is the stuff surrounding it. It's not, oh my God, what kind of challenge is that, Dallo? What are you doing? Why would you give the likes of Willian and Pereira a free kick on the edge? Just stupidity. It's like 24, 25 yards out and you're giving the likes of Pereira and Willian the opportunity to bin the free kick. So dumb. Literally just, it's nearly the 90th minute and we're stinking the place out. Oh my God, what a boring match. Bro, fly on the wall, I feel sorry for you, man. You're not even a United fan, you're watching this dross. We've got maybe around about 5 to 8 minutes left of this game. When we look, we're in such a bad position currently in the Premier League. We just need to win games. A draw doesn't do anything for us currently. The difference between a draw and a loss for us at the moment is negligible because we're so far behind the pack we're meant to be chasing. That tells you that we literally have to, right now, after this free kick, go balls to the wall to try and score and win this game. Because 1 point or 0 right now doesn't mean much. We need to win. We have to win. So these guys need to go balls to the wall, throw the kitchen sink and go score. Why Højlund was taken off is beyond me. Martial isn't even prolific, so why take Højlund off for Martial? the best thing we could have done is play two strikers. Even if it means go 4-4-2. Garnacho left. On the right, we play Pelestri. So we got one player that can cut in and shoot. One player that can create chances from the right-hand side and cross the ball in. We play Mount and let's say we bring on Amrabat, so there's at least a bit of defensive solidity. Mount, Amrabat in midfield. Defense can stay the same. Maybe take off AWB, put Regulon, put him left. Another attacking option, put Dallo right. We go, let's go win this game now. We've got two strikers on, two wingers, one creative midfielder. Actually, no, take off, no, Mount and Bruno, let's say Mount and Bruno, two more creative midfielders. Regulon, an attacking fullback, Dallo, an attacking fullback. We just go balls to the wall to win the game. But now, like, we took off Højlund for what reason? I don't get it. And we still haven't created anything since then. Okay, Pelestri on the run versus Robinson. Bruno just secured Ten Hag a paycheck for another week. Let's see. Palhinha, Bruno, Pelestri, Bruno. Rotted. Nah. Hey, yo, what? Nah, that's crazy. Yo, what the hell? I literally, as I was saying it, I was saying we need to go balls to the wall to win this game. Shit the bed. We actually did it, you have to say, you love to see it. Because anyhow we can scumbag top 5 this season. I doubt it, but we can scumbag top 5. You have to take it. You have to take it, man. Bruno, yo, he's literally just secured this guy's, as you say, fly on the wall. One more week of Ten Hag because of Bruno, and, well, fair enough, man. Lovely from Bruno. It was a great finish. Let me actually see this again. Should Leno have done a bit better? It's the first time I've seen some good work from Bruno in terms of his dribbling. A little bit of work. He really shifted the ball really well to make space there. He checks back. Oh, Leno. Oh, no, baby, don't do that. Leno. Man palmed into his own net. Ay, yo. Oh, no. Don't do that. That's crazy. Hey, Leno palmed the ball into his own net, but we take it. Right now, the way Man United have been this season, we have to any time we get anything, it's to scumbag it. We have to scumbag it. We have to take it, man. Yo, scumbagged it, fam. We take it. Yo, Leno, bro, shake your head, fam. Hold your head in shame, my friend. Hold your head in shame. Nah, I beg you, don't do something stupid. I know this club are freaking jank. Nah, it's calm flying the wall. You did time it poorly still, because hey, I saw it afterwards, but it's calm. Yeah, Nicholas, yes, indeed. We have to take it, man. Right now, don't expect any sort of good, don't even expect a decent performance. But if we can somehow manage to scumbag a win, we have to take it. Because at the end of the day, if we can get top 5 somehow, maybe get 5th and get into the Champions League that way, it'd be okay. It's still a shit season, but we take it, man. Varane. Oh, look at the disrespect on my guy, Champions League Varane. How dare you? How dare you use Varane as a last minute option to secure a win? How dare you do that? That actually infuriates me bringing on Varane right now. How dare you do that to Varane? This guy's one of my favourite players. He's consistently amazing for us. And this guy's been on the bench for Maguire and Evans. In the Newcastle game, he was on the bench he was not even on the bench for some reason. This game, he's on the bench. Are you freaking shitting me? Now you bring him on last minute for a couple minutes to secure a victory. That's how you treat Varane. Disgusting stuff. But it's always last minute, man. Last minute men, that's what we are. The last minute men. Leno literally just gifted us that. As an ex-Arsenal player, he'll be even more pissed. He just gave Man United potentially a win for nothing. Let's see if we can now keep the ball for 1 or 2 minutes to secure this game. Don't give away any stupid fouls around the edge of the box, though. Yes, shepherd him out. Yes. Good for Maguire there. That was well composed. These guys are pressed. 1 more minute, man. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. It's peak. It is peak. Indeed. Indeed, this game is on fire, fam. Literally just under a minute left. Let's just get this game won and done and just get out of here with the 3 points. Highway robbery, but I don't even, at this point, we have to take anything we can get. Any point Man United can get at the moment is like gold dust to us. It's like absolute gold dust. More than a woman. More than a woman. Maguire, no. Like I said, people, back here for the quick match reaction and player rating show. That's it, man. That's the game. That's full time. That's the game. That's full time. Oh no, it's not full time. Oh, it's not. It's not. Next game we play is against Copenhagen in 4 days. So we play Copenhagen on Wednesday. Then we have Luton Town straight after on the weekend. Fly on the wall. Okay, Martial up the field by himself. I assume he's just going to stall the play. Okay, Tony into Martial. Martial, Pelestri, Bruno on the edge. Okay, that was crap, but okay. That should be it, right? I don't know why the time is still going on currently. Are they trying their damn best to give Fulham a lifeline in this game? They're trying their damn best to give them an opportunity. Yeah, we should be. Come on, we're crap, but Luton though. yeah, and you're right. Fly on the wall. It should be 6 points, but Man United, yo, trying to get a good performance out of Man United is the equivalent of trying to squeeze blood from a stone. It's not gonna happen really. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. More than a woman. It's time to go. Okay, that's the final whistle now. Can finally pause this thing. That's the final whistle. So it has ended. Man United 1, Fulham 0. Late goal from Bruno Fernandes. 91st minute goal from Bruno Fernandes to somehow secure the victory for Man United. Like I said before, I'll say it again. At this point, you just have to take it. You just have to take it because we have not really done enough to deserve it. But when you are absolutely down in the dumps, down in the pits, sometimes you just have to get a win by any means necessary. We're not going to play good football ever, it looks like at the moment. So if we can somehow get 3 points without playing well, it's okay. But anyway, I'm prepared now for the match reaction. Love for being here, people. Nicholas especially and Fly on the Wall made this stream a lot easier. Love for being here, people. I'll see you guys in a bit in the match reaction, and also part of some content doing some reactions to highlights of certain legends. So in a bit, you people,